When your mind tells you and gives you signs of anxiety, listen to this. And listen to this as many times as you need to. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in and out, and with every breath allow yourself to sink in, to trust and to be in a safe space wherever you are right now. Safe space of you, and you're safe. And when the mind tells you and anxiety comes in, I want you to hold hands with anxiety. See anxiety standing next to you, equal to you, shoulder to shoulder. You look at it and say, we've got this. What if anxiety changes the title and becomes excitement? Can we experiment with that? Can we experiment that anxiety is excitement? Look at that feeling now in your body right now when I say the word excitement. How does your body feel in your chest, in your belly, in your legs, in your mind, while you're taking a deep breath in and out? So now when a statement comes in and says, let's go say the statement comes in, your space is confined in airplane, and you started to have a chest pain and started to have quite a pain that I can't do this. But let's go unpack it and see it. Is it really confined? Do we have enough oxygen? Can we move the legs? Can we walk in the airplane? To the toilet, to walking up and down? And now let me ask you this let's go write this down on a whiteboard. When anxiety comes in, is that a mind telling us that we need to be prepared for something that it's incoming, or we don't even know what it's incoming, but we need to be prepared? It's like almost like we need to be a warrior in a war zone, but the war zone is not yet established. Can we actually trust ourselves that if the war zone does open up and comes in, that we are going to find resources, people to help us, and that we are going to be fine because we trust ourselves and we're anchored in a faith of ourselves and our being, and we have a faith in God, the Mother Nature, the universe, the angels, that if the war does come in, that we're going to be fine. And maybe sometimes when some things are falling apart, they need to fall apart because they're not meant to be there. And we're fighting for something that it's not meant to be. Because are we taught in this society, everything has to survive, everything has to, you have to, and it's going to give you this result. But sometimes some things do fall off for various reasons. Do we fight for it? And do we trust? So there's multiple things which is happening here in this present moment for you right now. And is it a mind game? That the mind is telling us what we learn in the childhood is, I need to know the answers. Even if I'm a child, I need to know because my parents put that on me, that I need to know. And we started to have attachments of anxiety, and even in love we have got anxiety and we need to be prepared for the war. And is it time for you to right now to let go of that anxiety, let go of that thoughts the society put on you? And how would it feel that you write down all of this on a whiteboard and you look at it up on a whiteboard, and afterwards you can write it down and listen to this again and write it down in your journal and write it down all the statements what you've been told in childhood and through your life. and other true statements? Or are there the statements that you want to take with you in your present and into your future? Are we going to create the new statements and new beliefs of you? And as my program is called From Limited to Limitless and Becoming Her, it's a journey, it's evolving. So can you evolve from an old and create new and become an innovator? So when anxiety comes in, can we be excited? Can we experiment with that excitement feeling? Can we see if it's real or if it's not real? Is it in your head? And if it's in your head, can you then tell your head with assertiveness, with certainty and assertiveness and certainty of you, what's this, so it's something better? Can we start believing into it? It's this or something better, it's this or something better, this or something better, and keep repeating that. Because as you know, sometimes in life for some things what we want and wish, it takes time. Or we don't lose the focus of our goal. And the goal is embodiment of you and becoming her. And I know you're not giving up on the first go, but you need to trust that sometimes you're going to fall down as a child when they start from crawling to walking. The first step, they're wobbly on their feet and they fall down. And then what the parents do, we say, you can do it. So I wanted that you reassure yourself. And with the sessions where we have got booked in, that you reassure yourself, I can do this. This is a process. I'm relearning, or I'm creating a new learning path, or I'm creating a new path for me. It's an evolving path. And I call my path, and you can call it the same way, limitless. And becoming her, it's a journey. So it's a journey. We can pick that fruit, or we can say, I don't feel up for that fruit, and we can continue on our path. Because every time we're thinking about it, I should have known, I should have known, I should have known. If you knew, you would have done it. So when anxiety comes in, look at it as excitement. It's exciting. This is exciting. It's a new path. And usually before you step onto the new level, you sabotage yourself. Why? Because we are used to it, to the old one. It was such a long habit for us of doing it. So when you're changing a habit, it takes time to change the habit. We need to reinforce it. We need to practice it. We need to reinforce it. We need to keep doing it and doing it until it doesn't become part of your routine, part of your signature, part of your everyday life. For me, there is no question in my mind that I do salt. I cleanse my driveway, my front door, my back door. I do that just like I wash my windows, just like I wash my face. It's part of my routine. It's spiritual hygiene, or it's a hygiene of me, but it's part of my living and it's part of my limitless. For me, part of my limitless is always working on me, doing, sessions for myself, not just for my clients, for myself, doing the work on me, being in containers with women who are doing the work like me, always growing and evolving. We cannot ever see our own blind spots, so therefore I need someone to tell me my blind spots, because it's so easy to fall in a trap of habits from a childhood and what we learn in a childhood. For how many years of a childhood, let's go say 18 years or 20 or 30 years maybe, you've done one way and now you're doing a different way. Of course it's going to feel scary. Of course it's going to be, do I open the door of the oven or do I not when I'm cooking the bread? Is it rising? Is it not rising? Is this doing? Is this not doing? Do I need to check? Do I need to check? What do we say? Don't poke it. Don't open the oven door. Leave it to cook for this long for, and then you open the door and check it. But we get impatient and then we are testing it. So trust yourself. Take a deep breath in and out and trust yourself. What are you doing? It's fine. You're changing a habit. And re-listen to these videos as many times as you need to, because these codes and my words and my energy and energetics of it, it's going to sink into your chest, to you, to your belly. It's going to activate you. It's just like parents when they told the children, it's okay, you can do this, when they're falling down and graze the knee and they come back running to the parent and you were crying and you were saying, I need a band there, I need a kiss, I need this. What did they look for? Reassurance. They're on the right path. And then what did they say? You can do this. You can go and do this. And then you turn around and walked again. But it was scary? Yes, it is. And if you watch small children, how they do it, it is scary for them. And they watch and look at you in the eyes and looking for reassurance. So I need you to look in a mirror and look at yourself and give yourself reassurance for that little girl instead of you. She exists, she lives, she breathes as you. Guide her, parent her. And while you're changing your habit, be soft to yourself, be loving to yourself. Don't be so harsh and say, you should know, you should know, you should know, you should have done better. Who is saying that? I wounded you? I embodied, empowered, limitless you. When we sit with God and with divinity and Mother Nature, we sit in trust and peacefulness. And while I'm watching the clouds and the rain, I want you to trust yourself as the Spirit is telling me this now, it's like the confidence, the growth, everything, just like we know that from tap water, the water comes out and you fill up a glass and you drink it and your thirst is not a thirst anymore, you're satisfied. Listen to this video that it's like a flowing water and refills you, and listen to this as many times as you need to, and cry it out and write yourself a letter, and maybe listen to forgiveness video and then listen to this video again. You want a version of you becoming at a new level, and of course it feels new. It's like a snake when she sheds the skin and she doesn't go and slithers around straight away. She waits for a bit that the skin gets a little bit thicker, that she can move around and slide around. And this is like you want to fly straight away, but you fall down, just like birds when they're flying out of the nest. Do they fall down if they're not doing it all the way properly as they're watching their mother? So I want you to do the same thing. Give yourself love. Maybe you're falling down, maybe you're half away falling down and you caught yourself. Celebrate that. Because even the fall, if you can see it in reflection, why did you fall down? And then you can give yourself love and compassion. And I want you to give yourself compassion. I feel like you need to give yourself compassion and allow yourself to receive love, compassion, receive compassion. Not just receiving criticism and all the negative things, which I don't want to mention right now. So I want you to focus on the goodness. You want to have love and compassion and receiving love, and you need to give love. Start with yourself first, not with other people. Start with yourself, my darling. Give yourself love, give yourself compassion. And that criticism, let go of that. They shouldn't be taught, shouldn't be seen. And maybe in our lineage we can stop with that. So I want you to put your hands on your heart and promise to yourself you're there for yourself. With compassion, with love, and you're allowing yourself to grow and receive and love and receive. And allow yourself to be excited. Allow yourself. And write down these words in your journal. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to love. Allow yourself. What are you allowing yourself? Allow yourself to go on the next level. Allow yourself to be excited about the next level. Allow yourself to be experimental about that level. Because maybe you're going to learn something about yourself, and then you will say, oh, maybe that level is not for me. I want another level. And we get to create another level. While we're alive, we get to create. That's the best part of it. We get to create. But we get so focused on a human soul and a human mind where it tells us this, that, this, that. I want you to change that. Because you can. You get to be limitless. You get to be healed. You get to be extraordinary. You get to be unconventional. You get to be you. Or you get to be her. And take a deep breath in and out. And maybe one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And just hug yourself. If you're crying after this, or take a space and a time for yourselves to listen to this music, a vibration of this, and the energy of you. It's time for you to love yourself unconditionally. I love you, and I'll see you, and you are not alone. We have got this. We so have got this.